Causes, Effects, and Mitigation by Peter Tallman. Hello everyone, my name is Peter Tallman and this is your weekly news alert. Today we will be covering coastal erosion with a slideshow to help everyone follow along. Coastal erosion is a pressing issue facing coastal communities worldwide, and today we will explore the causes, effects, and mitigation strategies for coastal erosion. As you may know, coastal erosion is a major problem for coastal areas, communities, and cities. Coastal erosion can be found commonly throughout any region along the coast, even here in beautiful Santa Barbara area, more specifically Isla Vista. Throughout the past few months, many of us have experienced coastal erosion firsthand, whether it's a closed cliff, beach paths, or actually seeing parts of the cliff fall off due to erosion. It has been a common occurrence and has led me to multiple questions. Questions to solve. Number 1. Can we protect many of our coastal areas without having to build or disrupt natural habitats? Number 2. What long-term strategies and policies can be implemented to adapt to rising sea levels and climate change, reducing the risk of future erosion-related disasters? Number 3. What actions can we take to monitor and predict coastal erosion more accurately? Number 4. How can we effectively manage coastal erosion to protect infrastructure in many communities? Cause. There are multiple things we can try to blame for the cost of our coastal erosion. But first, it's important to understand why it occurs in the first place. There are many factors that contribute to the coastal erosion of cliffs, bluffs, and beaches. Mostly, this is due to weathering, which includes multiple things such as wave action, which is where the force of the waves hit the intertidal beach, causing it stress along the shoreline. According to the article Erosion, waves wear the rock down both by force of their own impact and the abrasive actions of the debris they carry. This does significant damage to the coastlines and causes damage for coastal erosion. It also includes tidal currents and sea levels. These are both variables that affect coastal erosion. The rising sea levels due to global warming are a huge factor. According to the article, Data-Driven Pathways, Analysis and Forecast of Global Warming and Sea Level Rise by Ji-Chang Song, sea levels are impeccably high and rising. With global warming and the rise of sea levels, coastal erosion is almost unavoidable and our coast will continue to erode. With causes come effects, and sadly the effects are very devastating. The effects of coastal erosion can be absolutely detrimental. Within the past year, Isla Vista alone has experienced erosion multiple times. As many of us may have heard, even the backyard of a house in Isla Vista fell into the waters of Santa Barbara, which is very, very scary and can be very deadly. Effects can include loss of land, loss of material, damage to material like houses and infrastructure, displacement in communities, have long-lasting effects on local wildlife and habitats, and saltwater intrusion. The list obviously goes on. Many people have been hurt or killed or killed as a result of coastal erosion, and it is very important to listen to the signs that detect if cliffs are eroding or if erosion is occurring. There are mitigation measures for coastal erosion. Though the effects of coastal erosion are detrimental to our coastal communities and wildlife, there are mitigation measures that can be taken to help prevent such events. According to the article Community-Driven Salty Urbanism, Combating Coastal Erosion, such mitigation measures include adding sand to the beach for nourishment, constructing seawalls and other hard structures, dune and beach restoration, and community engagement and education on why erosion occurs and what the risks are that come with it. It is hard to stop such things like coastal erosion, but it is so easy to help contribute to the earth so these events don't happen as commonly. By choosing to help fight back against global warming and the rising of our sea levels, we will be able to significantly protect our coastal regions from such disasters like erosion and prevent it from happening as commonly. In summary, coastal erosions is a big problem caused by both nature and human actions. It affects people living near the coast and harms the environment as it poses significant challenges to coastal communities, ecosystems, economies, and the environment. However, with proactive mitigation strategies and collaborative efforts, we can mitigate the impacts of erosion and safeguard our coastlines for future generations. Thank you for spending some time and listening to coastal erosion and what we can do to prevent it.